Alright, let's dive into the underlying causes of red tides. Red tides, also known as harmful algal blooms, occur when there's a rapid growth and accumulation of harmful algae in coastal waters.
The primary cause of these events is nutrient pollution, which usually comes from agricultural and urban runoff.
When excessive amounts of nutrients, particularly nitrogen and phosphorus, make their way into the water, they essentially feed the algae, allowing them to grow and multiply at an alarming rate. In addition to nutrient pollution, environmental factors like temperature, salinity, and sunlight also play a role in the formation of red tides. Warmer water temperatures and increased sunlight can promote algal growth, while variations in salinity can affect the distribution and persistence of these blooms. Furthermore, certain weather conditions, such as storms and changes in wind patterns, can contribute to the dispersion and concentration of harmful algae in coastal waters. So essentially, red tides are caused by a combination of nutrient pollution and environmental factors that create the perfect conditions for harmful algae to thrive. As we continue this discussion, we'll explore the various consequences of these events and their potential links to climate change. Now, let's investigate the various harmful effects of red tides on marine ecosystems. One of the most devastating consequences of these harmful algal blooms is the production of toxins. Many types of harmful algae produce potent neurotoxins that can cause massive fish kills, leading to a significant loss of marine life. These toxins can also accumulate in shellfish, such as clams, mussels, and oysters, leading to shellfish poisoning when consumed by humans or other animals. In addition to the direct impact of toxins, red tides can also cause widespread disruption of marine food chains. When large numbers of fish and other marine organisms die due to algal toxins or oxygen depletion, it can lead to a cascading effect on the entire ecosystem. Predators that rely on these affected species for food may struggle to find enough sustenance, while scavengers and decomposers become overwhelmed by the sudden influx of dead organisms. Moreover, red tides can also result in a formation of dead zones, areas of low oxygen concentration in the water, which can further harm marine life. Algae in these blooms eventually die and sink to the bottom, where they are decomposed by bacteria. This decomposition process consumes oxygen, leading to a decrease in dissolved oxygen levels in the water. As a result, many marine organisms, particularly those that require higher levels of oxygen, may suffocate and die. In summary, red tides have a range of harmful effects on marine ecosystems, including the production of toxins, the disruption of food chains, and the formation of dead zones. These events can have severe consequences for the health and stability of marine life and more broader environment. Moving on, let's explore the potential impact of climate change on the frequency and severity of red tides. Climate change is altering various aspects of our environment, including sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and precipitation patterns, which can all contribute to the formation and intensification of harmful algal blooms. Firstly, rising sea temperatures can create more favorable conditions for the growth and reproduction of harmful algae. Warmer waters tend to promote faster algal growth, which could lead to more frequent and severe red tides. Additionally, the increased stratification of ocean layers due to warming can result in a more stable environment for algal blooms, allowing them to persist for longer periods. Secondly, ocean acidification, which is caused by the absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, can also influence red tides. Changes in ocean chemistry may affect the competitive balance between different algal species, potentially favoring the growth of harmful algae over their more benign counterparts. This could lead to an increase in the occurrence of red tides in some regions. Lastly, changes in precipitation patterns can have a significant impact on the formation of red tides. Increased rainfall can lead to more nutrient runoff from agricultural and urban areas, providing a greater supply of nutrients for harmful algae to thrive. On the other hand, reduced rainfall in some regions may lead to increased salinity, which can also affect the distribution and persistence of harmful algal blooms. In conclusion, climate change has the potential to exacerbate the frequency and severity of red tides through factors such as rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, and changes in precipitation patterns. Understanding these connections and their implications for marine ecosystems is crucial in order to develop effective strategies to mitigate the impacts of red tides in a changing climate. Now, let's examine the human health risks associated with red tides. There are two primary ways in which these harmful algal blooms can pose a threat to human health: through respiratory irritation from airborne toxins and through the consumption of contaminated seafood. First, let's talk about respiratory irritation. When red tides occur close to the shore, the toxins produced by harmful algae can become aerosolized and carried by the wind. 7 centiVs are shown. These airborne toxins can cause respiratory irritation in people who inhale them, particularly those with pre-existing respiratory conditions such as asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Symptoms can include coughing, sneezing, watery eyes, and even difficulty breathing in more severe cases. Next, let's discuss the risks associated with consuming contaminated seafood. As mentioned earlier, toxins from harmful algae can accumulate in shellfish, such as clams, mussels, and oysters. When humans consume these contaminated shellfish, they can be exposed to dangerous levels of toxins, leading to serious illnesses like paralytic shellfish poisoning. Symptoms of these illnesses can range from mild gastrointestinal issues to severe neurological problems, and in extreme cases can even be fatal. It's important to note that not all red tides produce toxins dangerous to humans, but it is crucial to pay attention to local advisories and warnings when harvesting or consuming seafood from areas affected by red tides. By being aware of the risks and taking appropriate precautions, we can help to minimize the impact of these harmful algal blooms on our health and well-being. Lastly, let's analyze the various prevention and mitigation strategies that can be implemented to minimize the occurrence and impact of red tides. While it is challenging to prevent these harmful algal blooms entirely, there are several approaches that can help reduce their frequency and severity, as well as protect public health and marine resources. First and foremost, improving water quality through nutrient management is crucial. Since nutrient pollution is a primary driver of red tides, reducing the amount of nitrogen and phosphorus entering coastal waters can help limit the growth and accumulation of harmful algae. This can be achieved by implementing better agricultural practices, such as optimizing fertilizer use, and employing natural buffer zones to prevent nutrient runoff. In urban areas, upgrading wastewater treatment facilities and promoting the use of green infrastructure can also help reduce nutrient pollution. Another essential strategy is developing early warning systems to detect and monitor harmful algal blooms. By using remote sensing, water sampling, and computer modeling, scientists can track the development and movement of red tides, providing valuable information to coastal communities, fisheries, and public health officials. This allows for timely closures of affected areas, avoiding the harvest and consumption of contaminated seafood, and reducing the risk of respiratory issues caused by airborne toxins. Furthermore, investing in research to better understand the ecology and dynamics of harmful algal blooms is vital. This can help identify potential environmental triggers and develop new mitigation techniques, such as the use of natural predators or other biological controls, to limit the growth of harmful algae. Finally, increasing public awareness and education about red tides is essential. Ensuring that coastal communities understand the risks associated with these events and know how to respond appropriately can help minimize the impact on human health and marine resources. In conclusion, while red tides remain a complex and challenging issue, implementing prevention and mitigation strategies like nutrient management, early warning systems, and public education can play a vital role